about now? Okay. Yeah, that'll do it. Wow. Yeah, so audio dropped out, and I didn't even notice. So these are the kinds of things that I'm going to be improving. Wow. So you didn't hear me, because once again audio was missing in some way, either music or voice or whatever is muted. Anyway, welcome to the stream. Off to a great start. Little intro video there. Looked like it was glitching out and lagging like hell, so learned a lesson there. I'm Leigh. Welcome to Leigh Draws on the stream. And I started this off by making an announcement about about the stream itself. I am going to be taking some downtime to make some improvements to the whole experience. That's going to be things like I'm going to have that intro up and running. I'm going to be figuring out segments, like gimmicky things I can draw to get make it a little more interesting, kind of more visually interesting altogether. I want to iron out some of the kinks with the audio and get a good like sort of pre-rehearsal thing going, and also kind of clean up the whole space here. So I'm going to be doing that, and I'm going to take some downtime to figure all that out. So I think this week I may do one other stream, but I'm going to be, rather than streaming, I'm going to take the time to actually do some stuff. So anyway, I don't think it's going to disrupt anyone's schedule too much. I've got kind of viewers dropping off. I think the novelty of it being new has kind of worn off, and people know what they're going to get now. It's going to be me. It's going to be this kind of haphazard thing of me kind of fumbling around with OBS Studio and then quietly drawing, and then sometimes just being silent for an hour while I work on the same comic very slowly. I think that was nice at first, but now I'm going to up the ante a little bit, make this into more of a production. So today I'm going to just give you about an hour of working on the same comic that I've been working on, same regularly scheduled programming as the last 2 weeks, but then after that, this week I'm going to be off the air for the most part while I make those kind of changes. So, anyway, I had this whole cool intro that I worked on, and like one of the things I'm going to do next week is I may be late on this toilet paper trend when you're drawing. You're going to be able to watch me draw 150 rolls of toilet paper in just 15 minutes. So see if I can, if I'm up to that challenge, and tune in next week for that. I don't think it's that unreasonable. 150 of the same. We'll see if I'll probably vary it up a little bit, try to make each toilet paper a little bit different. I'm gonna draw 150 of them. I'm not just gonna copy them. Yeah, I'm gonna draw 150 different rolls of toilet paper. They may be the same drawing over and over, but I may also, maybe one of them is ripped, maybe one of them is upside down. I don't know. I'm just gonna try and draw 150 of them in just 15 minutes. I don't know what the math works out on that for how many per second or per minute I'll have to draw. I don't think it's that much though. So I may up that number to get it to be even more impressive. But the fact of the matter is I'm going to be drawing a lot of toilet paper in a very short amount of time. So tune in for that one. I'm also going to be doing some Animal Crossing drawings. I'm going to have Tom Nook being overthrown by his villagers in a violent revolution, and like Les Mis style. And then I figured I'd just do a day where I draw 90s anime characters, like not anyone specific, just what they generally look like. But then also flipping the bird at the viewer, just flipping the bird, because that's funny. So we're gonna be doing stuff like that. I'm gonna have actual stuff that I'm drawing for each episode, so you can something to sink your teeth into when you tune in, instead of just this comic. I will be doing the comic, but that'll be off segments. Also gonna be doing like viewer polls and that kind of stuff. So, but not today. None of that today. Today's normal. Today's as usual. Changing the light here just a little bit. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, I had to take my glasses off because it just was reflecting right in my eyes. So this comic continues to be. Let's see, I've gotten to this inking in this background here. Now, I think what I may do, I'm gonna have to ink this in on another layer because I may reverse this and have all of these details against black, kind of mirror what's happening on the first page. So then I guess what I'm kind of toying with here is whether this black area back here, how far that'll extend up. Will it fade away? So I'm gonna play with that a little bit. But first I'm just gonna ink in this background here. We'll call this layer ink 3. What does that sound? Anyway. Hope everyone out there is doing alright. I got one viewer today, which I think means no viewers, which is alright with me because this show is not all that special. It's just a Monday show. Just keeping it going. So, turn on perspective block. Can you hear the music at all? Is that sounding alright? Is it very, very quiet? It's too loud. I don't know. I'm gonna check on it in your end. I don't hear much. In fact, I don't hear anything. Was I really not talking for that long? Yeah, it seems like everything's pretty quiet. Alright. Try that. I don't know. These are the kind of issues I'm going to work out. The audio, all of it. So yeah. Yeah, but do I have perspective turned on? No. Where's my perspective grid? See? Yeah, it's locked to the other panel down there. Well, that's okay, because I'm gonna go without that for now. Yeah, so there's this feature in Procreate where you can just draw any old line and then hold, and it'll let you kind of drag where that straight line goes. There's some disadvantages to it as far as like this versus using like a ruler, which would be really awkward on a screen like this. But like say, like here's a good example right here. I'm drawing this line. If I had a ruler, I would just continue that same. I would stop. I would like lift the pencil up over where his hand is here, and then continue on the same line. Here I basically have to match it over here, rather than rather than just continue it over. So anyway, stuff like that. Sounds like Marissa's taking the dog out in the other room, so that's cool. Boy needs a walk. Film that tune. Blinds here. And then specific as far as what they actually look like. Are they roller blinds? Whatever. I don't know. Let's bubbles first. Zigzag there. All right. One of the things I've wanted to do for a since like last week is sort of like talking points, so that I'm not running out of things to say during the stream. Yeah, I'm thinking of also like making it not a daily thing anymore, but we'll see. It's nice because it keeps me active, keeps me drawing. You know, I'm just kind of committed to doing the stream, but if there's no one viewing, then it kind of defeats that purpose too. I gotta, you know, I'm doing it for a bit of an audience. I want to have some kind of an audience. Even 4 people would be nice. But now, even that 4, you know, it's, rather than growing, it's kind of dropped off. Which is alright, I get it. It's like you know, first it's like, oh cool, you know, doing something to keep us occupied. That's my friend Leigh. I'll check it out for a bit. I don't know. I mean, I've watched my other friends doing streams and stuff. If there's not a lot of entertainment value there, you're not gonna really want to come back. You know, friends or not, and so I don't know. I want to make something that's actually entertaining in a way. So I'm just gonna attempt to do. We'll see how it actually turns out. And you know, so that'll mean shortening it to just doing a tight kind of hour routine, and it's too ambitious, but I don't know. I often bite off more than I can chew, so hopefully that's not what I'm doing this time. Yeah, nice to be back streaming again after the weekend. Although the weekends are nice to have off from this kind of the pressure of it. I know nobody's watching, but like it's going out there, and then you know I'm like thinking about the fact that no one's watching. That kind of does good. Either way, it's like oh, I'm either getting or I'm getting viewers like afterwards, which is nice. I mean, you can see these videos are getting, like, the streams are getting views after I stream them, so I'm not necessarily getting views live, but videos are getting some views. Not a lot. I mean, getting like anywhere from like, I don't know, I think the most any of them have gotten is around 30 views. 30? Yeah. So yeah, they're not numbers. I'm not like doing numbers, but it's not zero, at least. Yeah, I'm not expecting this. I just figured I'd try it out, and now it's kind of the point where I'm kind of wanting a little bit more from it. I already kind of committed to myself that I would do this every day. I don't want to quit. Yeah, I could quit if it doesn't work out, but not yet. Stuff don't work out. Distract too much from the actual thing, which is this comic here. I'd like to finish this comic. I'm pretty slow. I've got my own pace on it, you know? But I wonder if it would ask me whether this is for 18 plus. I am drawing like new bodies on this stream, and I don't know. I'm choosing not to narrow my audience by calling it 18 plus. I don't need to narrow it any more than it's already pretty narrow. So. You know, and it's just, they're just not drawing anything lewd, just nude, not lewd. I don't know, the thing is I'm also not like sending the link around as much, so that probably accounts for lack of clicks. watched the 2000 and whatever year it came out. I feel like it's 2013. Les Miserables. The one with Hugh Jackman, Anne Hathaway, and Russell Crowe. Name a few. And Russell Crowe is, he's really bad in that. Just really drags down every song that he does. He's not good at singing. Kind of a misstep. Like all these songs, he's like hitting basically one note throughout. What do you gotta do? I worked on a Russell Crowe show once. He was the lead. A show called The Loudest Voice in the Room. It's on Showtime. It was based on the same basic series of events as this movie that came out called Bombshell last year. Probably heard of. The Loudest Voice in the Room was more about Roger Ailes himself, and how he started Fox News, and what a piece of shit he was. And Russell Crowe played Roger Ailes with a lot of makeup on, heavy prosthetics. So I did all the I did like the screens in the background of that show. Any graphics for it's a video graphic artist basically. So any graphics for like there's a control room scene with a bunch of like monitors, old Fox News graphics and stuff. They had to recreate a bunch of old Fox News graphics, newsrooms and old computers and stuff. It was actually it was a fun job. It was a good job at the time because it was I was doing it actually this time last year, right at this time last year, although I was doing it remotely at the time. Because I was up in New Hampshire with my family. My dad was sick before he passed away about this time last year, about a month from now. Anyway, I was working on that show and doing. It was good because I could do it remotely and work from home. Send in drawings and graphics and pipe them in on set. Called video playback is the term for that stuff. So whenever you have like a TV screen or something on set, somebody has to make that television work, and then and reset it so that when the camera is rolling, it's on. Or like they say they want to be watching a specific thing in that scene, there's a video playback person who like is controlling the TV screen and queuing it up on set. Or if there's a bunch of computers in the background, there's a video playback person and his team that's like setting up all the computers and stuff. And so my job was to design all of the graphics that go on those computer screens, which meant, depending on the job, it can be like this was just compiling basically screenshots, like screenshot elements of like it's period. So some of it takes place in 1996, I think is the earliest, and it might have been 94. It was 96. But anyway, so they had like an office full of old PCs, which meant all of the graphics on them had to be Windows 1995. So I had to just basically compile a bunch of like Windows 95 elements and make things that were legally clear to use, and yeah, it's more fun than it sounds. It's technical. It's not really graphics. And then there's a little bit more creativity when it came to like doing graphics. Like I made fake commercials to go in the background of like going to like control room sets that they were like running in between, like on commercial breaks and stuff like that. And then, you know, I did do the computer screens like for offices, for like the Fox News offices throughout, from 1996 to like present day. There's a big jump to like 2002, and then it goes to 2006. So it just kind of goes throughout the years, and you know, that meant having to do graphics that match with the time period. So using like Mac OS 10, like you know, the very early Mac OS 10 that came out in like 2002, and like Windows Vista and stuff, and just compiling all that stuff. Yeah, it was exactly the kind of work that I wanted at that point. Kind of just killing time because I don't want to. I don't feel like doing the stream for that much longer, and I'm not getting much viewers anyway, so maybe let's talk through it. You know, I wonder if this is gonna become this weird like time capsule of me slowly like losing my mind during quarantine. There to keep all this digital data, archaeologists will look back at all this stuff. Everything will be recorded. Although, it seems like chances are there's no way to actually preserve this stuff. I don't know. I mean, how would you make a hard drive work however many years in the future? Hard to imagine. Yeah, I was drawing this fin a little different than these earlier drawings. It's a little bit more like a creature from the Black Lagoon or whatever. Whatever, looks good to me. It's gone quiet. Again. That's okay. Just watch me draw this guy here. Nice fish come up in my work a lot. In the stuff that I draw at work. Alrighty. I did about 45 minutes, just under. I don't feel like drawing anymore. I don't feel like doing the stream anymore right now, so I'm gonna call it quits. And yeah, next time you see it, hopefully should have a bunch of improvements. Be more of a kind of production going on here. And if not, just know that it means that I gave up. So until next time, Phoenix G draws on the stream. I'll see you then.